Hi everybody, it's Amira. How are you? I am back for video number 3 in the My Favorites series, a collaboration with Lollapalooza. So if you remember in the last video, she sent me sequins and glitter and everything to do with shakers. So I took it upon myself to go ahead and try to use what she sent me. And this is what I've come up with. So I made a shaker card. Can you see that in there? Ooh, look at that glare. So I put those sequins in there, and I've never made one of these before, and so I'm really pleased with how it turned out. And it opens like so. So you could still put a little note here for your buddy, and I had so much fun. It took me a while to figure out how to do it. Here's another one that I made. Still not matted on the inside. There is one more here. This one here. Use the same die, and on the inside I did that. So yeah, I had a lot of fun actually, and you don't need a fuse tool. I will show you now how I made these. And all you need, I made this one out of an A4 card. But I am going to show you today how to make it out of a Manilla file folder. So this video will be called a Manilla file folder shaker card DIY. Okay, so alright, so your Manilla folder comes like this, one of these guys. I want you guys to go ahead and cut it in the middle. Okay, so straight away you have just one piece. I want you to go over here. These are the directions. These are the instructions we will be scoring them at, okay? So, just bring this into view. Alright, so I want you to score. This is how I do my scoring, by the way. This is the Stampin' Up! Scoring board. I like it, but I've sort of modified it to my own way. So I use a scoring tool. And I want you to score 4 all the way down, and then I want you to move it up a quarter and score again. Then what I do is I put a little mark up here, move that mark up to 4. You're gonna score, move it up a quarter. So I'm gonna flip this open. So I know where my quarter is. There's my quarter there. Score. And put a little mark there. And then bring that mark over to the 4. And I'm just going to cut the rest off. Alright? So I should have 4 panels. 4, there's my quarter, 4, there's my quarter, there, and then that's 4. All right, then I'm going to move it over to this side, place it at the 6 mark, and I'm going to cut that off. All right, so you end up with something looking like this. You've got 4, a quarter, 4, and a quarter, and then I want you to go ahead and fold on your score lines. The card will open this way. I'll show you really quickly here. This is what I've done. So this is the box here, and it will open this way. Alrighty, now what I want you to do is I want you to open this up again, and we're going to put, so remember this one's here, we're going to put the die on the middle panel on the outside. So I want you to go ahead and do that. And I want you to put that through your die machine. I'm going to go do that off camera, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back. Just did that on my big shot. Comes off. So once again, alright, so we've got that. You've got the basics of this card. Alright, so the next thing I want you to do is decide on how you are going to make this card. So you have one of two ways. You could choose, what I did here was I used foam tape, okay? So foam tape there, okay? And foam tape there. And that is the easiest way to do it. So, all you need to do is run your foam tape along the edges here. The folding of the card, okay? Make sure that's okay, looks good. And do the same thing here, okay? So you right, so that is the mechanics of how your card is going to fold. So that's going to go there. That's going to sit nicely on the edge there. Okay, that looks good. Now, you need two more things. You need a piece of acetate to go here. You're going to need the backing. For example, if you wanted this to be the inside, that would look really good, right? If you wanted that to be the inside. So I'm going to cut a little piece of this. So all you need is paper to cover the inside. So I'm going to go do that and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and this is what we've got so far. Looks beautiful. The second thing you need to get is a little piece of acetate. So I buy acetate from the craft store. It looks like this. I've got 2 sheets in here. We Are Memory Keepers also sells them, different styles. So I'm just going to go for the clear one. So I'm going to cut a little bit from there to there to cover that. So you're going to put a little bit of tape all the way around. So you're just going to need to judge how much you're going to need to cut. So I'm going to go do that off camera and I'll be back to show you what it looks like. Okay, so let me just show you what I've done here. So I've calculated that I'm going to need that much. That's how I'm going to place my acetate. Oops, everything squeeze. There we go. All right, that's how much I'm going to use. So now I'm going to grab my big scissors. And I'm just going to go around that double-sided tape. That. And then and you are going to open this up and you're going to place this within here. Okay, looks good. So we've got acetate, we've got our box. That looks good. Box. Nice. All right, everything looks nice. So the next thing we need to do is we need to figure out what we're putting in here. Here are all my sequence goodies. And I just have to figure out what colors will go good in here. So I've got these gorgeous butterflies from I don't know when. So just like 3 or 4. I think they add a little bit of weight to the shake, and then maybe just 2 of these. And then you're able to satisfactorily giving it a shake shake, right? So let's start again. So come up, go in there. There we go. I like that a lot better. Okay. Woohoo! So now your job is to make sure these do not touch your 3D foam tape, right? Possible. But we can do it. So get everything into the center. You're gonna pull this all the way so that edge meets, okay? And then you're gonna come here and you're gonna, am I in screen? Pull that starter, and pull the second starter. All right, make sure this edge meets and this edge meets. Pull this, pull that. Oh, I think it cut. Yeah, I heard it tear. There it go. There we go. All right, so there's a little runaway there. That is sealed on that corner, right? That is sealed here. Let's seal it. All right. And that's sealed. There's a little bit of a hole here, but that should be all right. We can do with that little hole. Okay, so this is your shaker card now. How cool is that? So you can go ahead and mat and send it off to your favorite person. I will show you one more way that I did it. I found that foam tape, you definitely use a lot of foam tape, and you have to use twice as much. Like, it's encouraged to use 2 layers, not just one. What I did was I decided to use like the leftover manila file bits, and this is what I did, and I created like a cage. So do you see how I've done it here? So basically all I did to create the cage, I'll show you really quickly here. All right, so I measured, so let's say for example I was going to do this side, so I went, this is going to be this wide, okay, so that's how long I'm going to need it. Okay, then you put your tape down, you score it, all right, and then I used my trimmer, so that's the score mark there, and I went another quarter, and I scored again. And then I put another one of these, and then I cut that edge, right? Okay. Hang on, bear with me guys, I'll explain what I'm doing. Okay, so you've got 1, you've got 2. So you created that for the box look. So what happened, I tried doing it this way, right? I tried just doing it this way, where you put double-sided tape on one side and then the other. And what happened was it looked like this card, right? So see how I made a box here, but here all you had was this edge holding it together. So it flattened it on the inside here, box, and then flattened it on the inside here. And I did the same thing here. It flattened it on the inside, and you can see it's starting to burst open because of there's just too much pressure in there. It's supposed to be a box. So if you make a quarter gusset and really treat it like a box, it is supposed to be a box, your card will be a lot better. I mean, what I would probably do with this is I'll glue it down. It will be fine. Nobody knows the difference. You know, nobody knows if it's a quarter gusset or not. But I do. And it's better this way. Okay, so these cards also work. So once you open this onto this and you tape it shut, okay, that's not going anywhere. So this is now sealed, okay? And then you, once again, here on the corner, and you make sure it's down. Whoopsies. Okay, there we go. That's now sealed. I would probably add some glue there as well just to make sure it's sealed. And then you pull, add your glitter, pull here, and then pull here, and you are sealed again for another one. And for this one I use the memory keepers. Make it look interesting. Alright, so that's my DIY tutorial for how to make manila folder shaker cards.